entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Hi guys, I'm Untitled here, and this is my Raid Shadow Legends diary. So I have to just start off and say, I'm upset. I recorded a whole 20-minute video on Dark Elhain, and then come to find out that the new software that I've been using to record this did not record the sound, and now it won't even go into my editor. So I'm having to re-record all this. It's frustrating, it's infuriating. I actually saved the Masteries so I could actually do them through the video so you guys would see exactly my thought process behind it. All that's gone. It's incredibly frustrating. Anyhow, the idea behind my Dark Elhain is I want her to be a dungeon nuker. Now, mainly for Ice Golem, and I took her into Ice Golem a little bit. I'm gonna take her in there again so you guys get a chance to see. But the way that I built her Masteries was, of course, we went with the crit rate because I need her to have crit rate, and I still can't find enough crit rate on the gear, but I'll just go through this anyway. Crit damage, of course. Then here, increased damage inflicted 5% when attacking with full health. So hopefully, when she starts off in the battles. Plus, I'll have a Raglan with her. Sometimes a Reliquary Tender. Sometimes an Ursula, who I need to do a video on Ursula tomorrow. I'm gonna do a video on her. I just took her 6-star and worked through her Masteries already in a previous video. Now I want to show her off a little bit. Anyway, then I have the Life Drinker. I think Life Drinker is an awesome Mastery, especially for those champions that you think are going to be squishy. So a lot of your damage dealers, if they're dealing high damage anyway, and they're going to be a little bit harder to take out, Life Drinker is one I would always go with. Then we have increased damage inflicted to targets with less than 40% HP by 8%, which, awesome. This is where I had a little bit of confusion. It was Cycle of Violence versus Wrath of the Slain. Increased damage inflicted by 5% for each dead ally. Now, hopefully, I don't have allies dying, and given the fact that I will be running revivers on the team in dungeons, I decided against this. I had to reset my Masteries just so I could go back and get Cycle of Violence, which has a 30% chance of decreasing the cooldown of a random skill by 1 turn if the damage inflicted by a skill exceeds 30% of the target's max HP. Now, here's the thing, she only has 2 abilities. So going with this means it's automatically going to reduce the cooldown of her A2. So that is awesome for her. Increased damage by 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP. Bring it down. This is going to be great against the bosses in those dungeons. Kill streak increases damage by 3% for each round per enemy killed. And then I went with, at the end, I'm rushing through it a little bit because I know you guys know this stuff already. At least a lot of you do. War Master is what I went. I think that the ability to increase, let me see, has 60% chance of inflicting bonus damage when attacking. Bonus damage is equal to, I'm gonna go ahead and just skip that 10% part, 4% of the target's max HP when attacking bosses, which is going to be great against bosses, as you figured. And since she's mainly going to be in dungeons, I'm probably going to use her in the arena whenever I'm running into a champion that freezes like Tauren. I'll probably run her there too, which I think this build will still be okay for that, but that's how we'll go about that. Now, I also wanted to put her in some crit damage gloves. She has 40% crit rate now. And then, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and go to the Savage gear. I found, I believe, filter, fitting room. I think I have, let's go with crit damage here real quick, which will be on the gloves. I found these. I've only taken them up to 8 because tomorrow there will be a artifact upgrade event for Yoshi, and I'm going for Yoshi. I reviewed the Shadowkin, and I think that video went up today, same time as this video, same day as this video. And so I'm gonna wait to take this to 16 for tomorrow, then I'll take it to 16 so I'll still get those points for it. So I'm gonna add the crit damage there. I was able to change out the amulet and find a crit damage amulet. Let's try this on. And then it was under Savage. I think it was the Savage shield that I got. And so, where are you? Where are you? There we go. Took that up to 8. Same deal with this one. Now, at this point, she's going to be 53% crit rate. Then once I get these gloves up, it'll be another. Ooh, did I just take it off? Yes, I did just take it off. Come on now. Crit damage. Hello. So crit damage. Once I put that up as a 5, so it'll be, it's 31 now, so another 19% to the crit damage. So 19% on top of 164. So she'll be at 183. And I think that will be, okay, I just have to find somewhere where I can get more crit rate on her. That is the main issue. I'm not gonna change this out now because I'm gonna take her into Ice Golem. The disappointing part about this in Ice Golem is that this battle in Ice Golem took a lot longer than I expected. Now we won, it wasn't a problem getting through it, but then again, I'm a mid-game player, so it's going to be, I'm not gonna have those super fast runs, but I felt as though maybe we were a bit too defensive. I don't know, because I'm more worried about survival than actually killing the boss. And yeah, we definitely survived, and probably, maybe, why not have a little bit of fun with it? This is probably a bad idea, but I'll go ahead and put Royal Guard in, and then I'll have Raglan as backup. This will weaken my Seal of the Drakes a little bit because the main reason I had Iron Brago in was because of that 10% passive increase that he gives to all champions. So everyone's going to be a little bit weaker, especially since Raglan with her 33% increase all allied defense is not at lead. We're going to go more attack, more offensive, and just see what happens. I don't know if it's going to be better for us or not. So hopefully Seal of the Drakes will give us enough crowd control. Then we can get some more damage out with Royal Guard and Dark Elhain. Seems like we're going to be able to get through this first wave okay. Seems like it should be okay. They're all still stunned and we still have our turns coming. All right, so we got through the first wave. Now I'm actually kind of nervous. I was going to just put this on 2x and just let it run, but the fact that I've changed out from a more defensive to a more offensive approach has me very, very worried when they actually do attack. So I don't know what's going on. And Raglan is the only, well, no. Seal of the Drakes revives as well. I feel as though maybe I should have put Reliquary Tender in, but where? Where was I going to put her? See, there goes Madame Saris. Let's get some heals going. Good. Let's get a revive going. Good. Now let's get that Death Majesty at some point. That'd be nice. Or even let Seal of the Drakes stun the hordes. That'd be awesome too. Got that reflect damage. Oh yes. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Seal of the Drakes, you're a good listener. All right. So we should be able to get through this relatively unscathed. Everyone's standing. The main person I'm worried about staying up is Raglan. I don't want her to fall because she has that revive on a 2-turn cooldown, so she just keeps everyone alive. Now, previously on Dragon Ball Z, I've done that joke twice now. Oh, I'm such an old man. So last time I faced this team, when I had Raglan at lead and Iron Brago in, we were able to slowly but surely just take out the Ice Golem because we were very defensive heavy and he couldn't really do much damage to us. Now we are weak defensively, so my main concern, as you might guess, is him giving us one good solid shot and everybody falling. So, especially when one of his cronies falls. Ooh, that was a lot of health. And from what I understand, you should not try to kill him too fast. If he loses a lot of health at once, then it could be a problem. All right, so we survived that. Counterattack, that's good. So, and the main thing that I'm looking for here is when he tries to apply that freeze, she will retaliate if she's alive. I mean, she's got half her health right now. So here's hoping. And now we all have decreased defense buffs. That's not a good look. Oh, here we go. Come on, give me some mercy, Raglan. There we go. And an extra turn, so we revive. That's what's up. I love having my Raglan in Relentless Gear. It's awesome. So, in this battle, the first time through when it was all defensive, it took a solid 8 to 10 minutes, I think, to get by, maybe even longer. It took a while. And then next, I'll take her into the Frostbiter Sorath, and see how that works for us. So I want to just say I'm going to go ahead and let, oh, okay, she removed the debuff before the healing. That's a good thing to know. Ooh, that was a lot. All right, so cool. We got Death Majesty off. Nice. Oh, that was a lot. That worried me right there. It feels like we may get through, but honestly, oh no, that was it right there. That was, okay, so Raglan's up. Let's hope Raglan can slowly but surely revive people. Oh no, dadgummit. Why am I getting so used to saying dadgummit? All right, so that was, I think we killed too fast. Which seems like a ridiculous problem to have. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace Raglan back in and then Iron Brago. And that's that slow go defensive team. Or should I put Seer in to remove those buffs for the hordes and just get through them quickly? Don't know. And then Ursula, if I put her in, she will revive everyone. But Ursula's pretty squishy right now. I still need to rebuild her kit. I need to rebuild, not her kit, I need to rebuild her gear. She's still very, very squishy. So I need to work on her a bit more. So what I'm going to do from here, because I already know how this movie ends, I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to put this on 2x. If you don't want to see it, I guess just fast forward like a couple minutes. But I'm going to put this on 2x so that you can see how Dark Elhain performs. But truth be told, when he's not dropping that club and reviving his minions, he's not really freezing. And so she doesn't use Death Majesty. Excuse me. She doesn't use Death Majesty nearly as much, but it's still effective. She still puts out a good bit of damage during all this. So, as I said, it took a while, but as you can see, Dark Elhain kept pace with the legendary who was laying down AoE attacks, Seal of the Drakes, 2.2 million versus 2.2 million basically. Only a couple, only like a less than 1,000 difference in their damage. But as you saw, whenever freeze was applied, her Death Majesty would go off. He didn't freeze nearly as much as I would have liked him to, because the more he freezes, the more damage we cause. But I still like the end result, put it that way. Now we will move on to Sorath the Spider, and Sorath the Spider is definitely one that freezes a lot and is definitely one that I am going to put on 2x because it takes a while. It takes a good long while before you get through Sorath. In fact, what I may do just to show, I'm just gonna go down and take the lower level Sorath so this doesn't take forever. Okay, so we have, the last time I did not use Doom Priest, albeit yes, let me do Doom Priest. I think I have, let me go back up to the one at 470. I think I put Seal of the Drakes in instead of, oh no, I had Doom Priest there too. Okay, no. Now the reason I have Doom Priest in is because when I go against Sorath, she's going to freeze, which will set off Dark Elhain, but at the same time, your team is still frozen. So Doom Priest, whenever her turn comes around, she does a passive purge of at least one buff, and that's usually the one buff she's going to take off. So your team can still attack. So that way you don't have to worry about it being as slow as it could be when, you know, half your team is frozen and Dark Elhain is the only one doing damage. So yeah, I'm gonna put it a little bit lower just so we don't have to go through it. All you need to do is see how the mechanic works. Trust me when I tell you it works on 470, and it's going to work for the Frost Spider at the end at the top of Doom Tower, which, yeah, that's how I beat the Frost Spider last time, and my Dark Elhain was low level. Like, she had no masteries done. I think I'd just taken her 6-star, maybe. Yeah, I'd just taken her 6-star. So like the gear was not developed or anything, and she was still able to contribute mightily to taking down Sorath. So Frost Spider coming up. We got through those waves relatively quickly, and hopefully we will get through Sorath. But even at low level, Sorath just has so much defense. It takes so long. So long. So boom, there's 2 freezes laid down. Lethal Winter. Now all we need is to have that increased attack drop back onto Ultimate Gaelic from Doom Priest or from Gorgorab. I didn't keep track. I don't know whose is coming up next. But once we have that and he can lay down the HP burn, we're good to go. And that's the other thing too, because I think, well, not even think, Sorath does it where you have a chance of being frozen when you attack, and that also sets off Dark Elhain. So she's just going to be putting in work throughout the entire match. Every time someone's frozen, she's going at it. Boom, there she goes again. So yeah, I'll 2x from here, but at least this 2x will be hopefully 5 minutes and not 20. So here we go, wrapping things up. Sorath is almost down. Let's check the stats on, and she probably did a lot of damage because you saw it. The Death Majesty just kept going and going. 2 million, so she outdamaged everybody in the match. And I think she's incredible. I'm gonna try to use her as a nuker in my other faction, in my other dungeons. Not so sure how it's going to go, but I think that she is definitely worth building, especially as a daily login champion. I think she's fantastic. She's going to work well in the arena, and I think she's going to be a beast in the dungeon. So, and I don't even have, like I said, I'm mid game, so I don't even have the best gear on her, no god tier gear or anything like that. Some pretty good gear set on her, and she's helped me with progression through Sorath, helped me with progression through Ice Golem before I even had a chance to work on her masteries or get her in the gear that she's in now. The gear that she's in now is better than what she was in before. So, in any case, I'm gonna sign off here. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.